This is Ben, Liam and Bell on Nova.
G'day there, podcaster.
Yeah, hard-hitting political scoop in this particular episode. I'm sure a lot of ABC journalists are listening. Hi to you guys. Welcome. Yes, this
We
is
used to be one of you.
Mm-hmm.
As in worked at the ABC.
Yeah, I wouldn't call you a journalist.
Oh,
No,
I think
no,
so. We
but-
did a lot of hard-hitting stuff.
Yeah, we
there.
did. That's true. Yep.
A
Huh?
little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, you cried. Yeah. Yeah, not fair.
Wow.
Sorry.
Okay. Well, let's all pick fun.
Belle cries all the time, but Liam, who's the man, cries, and everyone
Yeah.
makes fun of him for
It's
it.
fun.
Oh.
It's funny for you, is it?
No, well, I just remember all
Perhaps
the
you should
fun
listen to the
things.
Men of Words podcast that I did recently,
Did you cry?
talking about mental health. No, I didn't, but that's okay if men cry, Belle.
I
not a problem.
didn't say it's
Well,
not
there's
okay.
negative connotations there.
I'm
You're part of the
saying
problem,
you
pal.
did do
You're
some
part of the
serious
problem.
stuff.
Found it funny that you were on that Men of Words podcast, and it was nice. You were talking actually about you and me.
Yes.
Were you expecting like a share of that, or like
From
like
you?
a comment? Yeah.
No, I suppose my thing is if you do someone's podcast and they tag you in a thing, I'll share it on my story to.
Yep.
But maybe it's a bit rude of me. But if I'm invited as a collaborator on a post, I haven't done one of those yet.
Yep.
Wow.
I'm not putting it on the grid.
Mm.
Wow.
But no, I
Why are
wasn't-
you so precious?
Don't know.
Yeah, because I thought it was funny because it's
It was
like
a cute
Liam.
video,
It's like
cute
Liam
video.
talking about him and I at the pub having a
Do you
few
know what
beers.
the funny thing
and
is,
the whole time
though?
I was watching it, I was like, lame. And I was in it. I was
Yeah.
talking about
And
me.
then, just to go even deeper down the hole, me watching it, I was watching it thinking of Ben laughing at it being
Yeah.
lame, and then I
And do you
had
know
a
what's
chuckle.
funny? It was like a really long chat. And when I saw the story, I was like, God damn it, I can't believe they did that bit. Because I was kind of
He went
ashamed.
for beers and he actually talked to me. It was really good.
Yeah, I was like, now Ben's going to say that. Because I was like, he's never going to listen to it. So it's fine.
Big L energy. I started listening,
Okay,
actually,
guys,
what
once
I-
again,
just
being
really
part of
quickly-
the problem there.
No, I'm
Okay.
No, it was
obviously
very cute.
joking.
It was very
Yeah.
sweet.
Obviously
Very
joking.
sweet.
I did start listening to your philosophy.
Oh, you did?
Mm-hmm.
That's a good one.
I got about 8 minutes in. I plan on finishing it.
Only 4 hours to go, pal.
It's a long, it's a long one.
It's a very long,
long one.
form. I think Will is pretty relaxed when he does those podcasts. A little bit of an inside
And
scoop
it pretty
there,
much just
if you
goes-
get what I'm saying.
You basically just talk through your whole career. So Bennett would just be like, yeah, you're listening to your journey.
Yeah, I mean, you would think
Which
because
we
he's talking about us that I would listen, and
And
I
he talks
will.
about the crying.
Does he?
Yes.
Wow.
I'm bringing this crying stuff up a lot.
Anyway, look, enough talking about other podcasts.
Yeah, this is our
Yeah.
podcast. So yeah, the reason why Dan Andrews stepped down is in this podcast.
Yep.
Also, we have a really cooked chat with Warwick Capper. So,
Oh, it's so good.
Look out for that. Ben, you got a few people coming over to watch the grand final this Saturday. Belle and I didn't get an invite,
Well,
and
a few people.
Yeah.
Andy, producer. That's it.
and his wife.
And his wife, yes, yes.
That's a party for Ben.
But yeah, Liam, not us.
Well, I said doesn't matter. Belle can come over. Everyone can come to my place. I got a big TV anyway. Ben said I definitely don't. And then I love how he's such a competitive man. That last night he sent a photo.
You didn't.
He measured his TV
You
and
didn't.
and sent read it and weep 60 inches. Guess what? I measured mine 75.
No way!
Yeah.
Yes!
Basically a
Liam!
cinema. My house
Yeah.
is Hoyt's.
Pretty impressive. Pretty impressive.
I'll see you
Yeah.
Saturday.
Hey, there's more than enough screen for
And
all of us. You
can
bring all your
I-
family, Belle. Who
Can
cares?
I say that, yes, I was curious, got the tape measure out, and I measured it.
Of course you did.
I knew that when I measured it and took the photo that it wasn't going to be bigger. But having said that, I'd already taken
Did
a
it-
photo, and I was
Yeah.
like, yeah,
You got the measuring
I went to
tape
the
out.
shed, I got the tape out, I was like, I'm going to send a photo.
I forgot we even had the chat. It would have been like 10 hours prior.
I was stewing on it for hours.
Yeah, I know. And then in my head, I thought, geez, how emasculating. And because you put it in the group chat as well. And I was like, well,
Yeah.
Ben
sorry.
got home, your newborn's crying, needing attention. You're like, move, I got to get the measuring tape.
I got a whole 15 inches on you. I've got a foot long
That's
plus a few
amazing.
more inches on you.
Pretty impressive.
Should I measure mine now?
Probably no need, but if you'd like, I reckon Belle has one of those portable DVD players that you'd have on road trips when you were a kid, and
Yeah,
she's just
yeah.
taped that to the wall.
I would love to know, 13, 24, 10, anyone listening, have you got a bigger TV than Liam?
Yeah.
Have you got a TV bigger than 75 inches?
75's big, isn't
That's
it?
massive.
Oh yeah, guys, let me tell you, it's pretty big.
You're only a what if away from a holiday with whatif.com.
You could go to the dentist appointment or all the kids' sports.
But what if it was a weekend on the coast instead?
Book hotels, holiday rentals, apartments, and more.
What if it's Aussie for travel?
I don't like to talk about it too much. But,
Yep.
there was a bit of a TV-related competition yesterday on the show. I thought we were well past it, but Ben sent a photo at about 7 p.m. last night, and I had to put him back in his place with his little 60-inch bitch TV.
Literally, my son was crying, and my wife Sam was like, "What are you doing?"
Probably
I
because
was
he's
like,
got such a small
I'll
TV.
be a minute.
I wish my dad had a better TV. I was born into the wrong family.
13, 24, 10. Give us a buzz. I'd love to know how big's your TV, and I'd love you to play the 610 quiz this morning.
It's 610. Hallelujah, it's 610.
You know what? We actually have vouchers to Kogan.com to give away. So if you're stressing about the size of your TV now,
Yeah.
if you win the 610 quiz, you can buy a new TV. And Eager Beaver Annie from Q, good morning. We just spoke to you before, but how big's your TV?
I think about 50.
Oh, Annie, I hope you win this voucher then.
It's not quite 75, is it? It's not even 60. Anyway, well, let's see how your knowledge goes. I'm assuming you spend a lot of time reading books because you wouldn't be able to see anything on your TV.
Stop.
So you probably have a much bigger brain than us. Dan Andrews has resigned. What drink does he encourage everyone to get on?
Get on the beer.
Yes, yep. Get on the beers. We're doing that this weekend. The Taylor Swift Eras Tour is coming to Australian cinemas. What era are you in at the moment?
2020.
Yeah, I suppose.
Yeah.
I was thinking like more your bad era, or your like calling
Yeah.
radio stations era, or
Oh, I see.
Or like retired era.
Yeah, it's essentially
I don't wanna
what's
assume your age.
the
but-
other way you could word it is what stage of your life
Yeah,
are you in?
what era?
See. Let's go for middle age. I don't know. I don't
okay.
even know what middle age is these days. I don't
I think
Yeah.
it's like 50.
Oh,
I'd
I'm not
say.
middle aged then. I take it back.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Cool,
I'm
cool.
young.
You're in your tiny TV era.
Yeah.
I feel so bad if there's anyone else waiting on the line that's got smaller than 50. They're going to be feeling very nervous. Hey, you can rent out Shrek's swamp on Airbnb. What does he yell to anyone that comes into his swamp?
Oh gosh. Does he have a
It's a classic game.
catchphrase?
Yeah,
Like
he
a
does. Yeah,
catchphrase?
it's catchphrase.
It's pretty famous.
Yeah.
I don't.
Sorry.
Annie,
I think we're going to have
sorry.
to move on to Mitch in Mornington. First of all, how big's your TV?
It's 85 inch.
Oh, it is not.
I'd have to see
It
pigs.
is not.
Pigs or it didn't happen.
Big boy.
That's a whole lot of TV.
No, it's not.
Wow, I
Yeah,
feel
big.
emasculated.
Yeah.
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 Okay. Well, what does Shrek yell when you go into his swamp?
Get out of my swamp.
Yep. Hey, Joe Biden nearly fell down the stairs of Air Force One. What type of vehicle is Air Force One?
Oh,
It's a movie about it.
I don't know.
Well, don't think about it too hard. It's called Air Force One.
Is it a plane?
It is a plane. Last question here. Happy birthday, Avril Lavigne. 39 today. Can you finish these lyrics?
No, I don't know. Actually,
Mitch, we're going to have to move to Christy in Bacchus Marsh. How big's your TV?
65 inch.
Oh, yeah. Well, bigger than Ben's.
Respectable.
Bigger than Ben's. Not as big as mine. Still 10 inches off mine.
Finish these lyrics.
Think I need a new one.
Yeah, very good.
Oh, yeah. Still going. Yeah. Nice stuff, Christy. Well, thank you for calling.
You've got yourself that Kogan voucher. I'm actually on Kogan.com at the moment. There's a QLED 4K smart Google TV. Get this for $3,949, 98 inch.
Whoa! That's a big boy.
Yep.
Well, look, as we know, Kogan helps you get what you want for less. Kogan.com. Now, that's clicking awesome. Christy, you also get to choose the next song we play.
So, do you want to hear Spin Doctors?
If you want to call me baby, just go ahead now. And if you like to tell me maybe.
Or, Christy, do you want some Jesse McCartney?
I don't want another pretty face. I don't want just anyone to hold. I don't want my love.
What are you feeling?
I think Beautiful Soul for
Nice.
sure.
Yeah.
Jesse McCartney. All right.
I don't want another pretty face. I don't want just anyone to hold. I don't want my love to go to waste. I want you and your beautiful soul.
I can remember I was in like year 5 and like all the girls loved Jesse McCartney. And I can literally remember like praying and like wishing to myself at night, like, I wish I was Jesse McCartney.
Oh.
Do you know what I mean?
What? Beachy blonde hair.
Yeah, wish all the
gorgeous
girls loved
tanned
me.
Skin,
But
quite like nicely built.
Okay. It's getting a bit personal.
Very opposite.
Well, thanks, Bill. But what I will say is he kind of did that and dipped. And I was just researching. Now I'm kind of like, I'm sort of glad I'm me and not Jesse McCartney.
So hang on. So I've just Googled him now. Yeah, he doesn't look as dreamy as he used to.
No.
Okay, he was also like 15.
Well, that's the thing. That's why I wanted to
calm
be him,
down.
you know. He was Theodore and Alvin and the Chipmunks. So that was one of the. Remember how everyone had the Alvin and the Chipmunks ringtones for a while there?
Yeah.
It was like.
So
the chipmunk version?
Are you saying, like, obviously take away personal ties, like obviously you've got your fiance, stuff like that.
Yeah.
You're saying you wouldn't trade lives with
I
Jesse
literally
McCartney?
wouldn't.
But what's he
I
actually
hand on
doing
heart
now?
wouldn't.
Like, what's he
Well, so no,
actually
this is the
doing?
thing. So he did Alvin and the Chipmunks, and then in 2009 he did Alvin and the Chipmunks, the Squeakquel, but he wasn't in Chipwrecked, the third one. So he got ditched. So he's, you know what I mean? So he's not even getting the third Chipmunk movie.
He, yeah.
You know, like I'd rather just be doing radio with you guys in Melbourne, to be completely honest with you.
Fair. Who needs to be Jesse,
Well, that's
hey?
it. That's it.
You have a beautiful soul, Liam.
Thanks, mate.
Now you can adventure forever with the Suzuki Vitara. Suzuki, for fun's sake. Have more fun at suzuki.com.au. Ben, Liam and Bells, Jack in the Pack for Suzuki.
Look, if you're coming into the city for the grand final parade, or you just want to do something on a warm Friday morn, come down to Punt Road Oval, 7 a.m. Ben, myself and Belle, we're all going to be there. We're going to be doing the whole show live for 3 hours. And we're going to have a footy star kicking a ball out to a pack of 100. It's Melbourne's biggest game of Jack in the Pack. If you can mark it, you're going to be $10,000 richer.
Haven't met anybody yet that doesn't like this idea. Everybody wants to get involved. Ebo in Keilor, good morning. You want to come down and have a crack?
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Thank you.
All right, you got yourself a Guernsey. Congratulations.
Talia and Layla joins us now. How do you go at footy?
I absolutely love the footy, and my team is in the grand final this year, so I am absolutely wrapped.
Are you Collingwood?
Absolutely wrapped. Yes, Collingwood.
So,
what else?
If you had to sort of
What other team?
describe your playing style, what are you? Are you a bit of a Nick Dacos? Are you a Brazzy? Are you going to be like going to the tribunal after this one?
I reckon I'd be a bit of a Dacos.
Yeah, all right. Well,
bit of competition there.
Yeah, well, just don't stand too close to Talia, I reckon. She could get the ball off of you. Jesse, how about you? You'd like to come out for Melbourne's biggest game with Jack in the Pack?
Yeah, mate, it's not Jesse, it's Jesse Lincoln!
Wouldn't that be awesome? Can you promise that if you do get height and you get near that ball, you'll scream that out at the top of your lungs? Because that would sound amazing over the radio.
I've got the bag packed, mate. I've got the grippo. I'm good to go.
Jesse, I'd be curious actually, because you're going to be in the pack taking the mark. We've speculated a lot about how it's going to go. Obviously, up to 100 people all trying to mark one ball. It's going to be absolute chaos. If you can't get to the ball, Jesse, will you try and spoil? Will you let somebody else have it? What would be your game plan?
I haven't thought about that because I'm marking the ball.
Yeah, okay. I like that.
Yeah.
Please,
I
just
don't have a plan B.
Yeah.
Jesse, just be nice. Like, please, no elbowing of people in the ribs or the face or whatever. Now, we did just speak to you guys, and you've all got a spot guaranteed on the morning, but it's open to everyone as well. So if you want to come down in the morning, just rock up. As long as you get there first in best dress, grab a Guernsey, you're in the pack.
Absolutely. And even if you don't want to get involved in the pack, if the idea of actually marking the ball kind of scares you, still come down and watch, because I reckon it's going to be a wild spectacle to watch 100 people trying to mark one football.
And look, who knows? You don't have to be the biggest, strongest person in the pack. Maybe it's going to go wide. Maybe it'll drop a little in front, and it might just land to you. So if you're quick enough to it, who knows?
Maybe it'll go for 2 hours, and we'll be there for a very long time
that is
waiting
also
for someone to get it.
a possibility. Now, don't be put off, is what I'm trying to say, if you've not played footy in the past. We're trying to give everyone a level playing field, and that's why we're getting tips from the best in the business, the best to ever do it. And up next, we are going to be joined by a man who takes hangers for breakfast. It's the whiz, Warwick Capper. Yep.
This guy doesn't make a lot of sense.
No. He's a rogue.
But his
he's a
mullet
rogue
does.
element. for
I
sure.
don't know what he's going to say.
Make sure, Ben, you've got your finger over that censor button. We've been getting tips from hanger experts all week, and we're very excited to hear what's about to happen. We're about to be joined by Warwick Capper.
Oh, what a mark! Oh, I was all set to call a free kick. He sort of hung over the back and the ball fell into his hand.
Oh, here he is, the man, the myth, the legend. He joins us now, Warwick Capper. Good morning.
This is Warwick Capper and Liam, man. Exciting machine, blonde hair, blue eyed, ready for take up in the suburbs of Melbourne, the beautiful Baldwin. We're working on half of Baldwin. How are ya?
We're better now, Caps. We're better now. Can you run us through the moment that you took the mark of the century?
Well, I took 6 a week for 10, 12 years, but I'll go through the one that was maybe 6.5 million in memorabilia sales. Was the ball went up early. There was 94,000 people there. Went to Williams, Healy. Williams over to Healy, Ironmonger, hit down to BLG. How many times he done that? 65,000 times I've done it. I had that many cars and marks that you had my own car yard. You BLG.
Capper, you still got it, mate? Can you go back out there and still do it these days?
Yeah, I'm about to start heavy, but I'm still going. Yeah, let my highlights go for 6.5 weeks and kids go for 10 minutes. 103. I didn't choke on 99. I kicked 103 and 95 goals. The AFL record 200 goals in 2 years. Just under 3.4 average. You beauty was a Capper. And guess what, you guys? I'm gonna get your ratings up.
Yeah. Bloody oath.
I'm going to fix that Fox FM because they've been sacked and they don't pay enough. I'm over to Nova.
Yeah, beauty with a Capper.
That's where the ratings are. I might take the finals. The Lions. They're going to kick Collingwood's ass.
Capper goes bang.
We've got the money too. So we're giving away 10 grand this Friday to whoever can mark the ball that we are kicking. What's your top tip for somebody that doesn't really play footy?
Mm-hmm.
What's your top tip for the best mark?
Probably what's my highlights for probably 2 years? I was all about timing. I learned the Cappers with a trademark that made beans out of Nando's because everyone uses the Capper name. And the commercial was coming out on grand final day with Hardwick. I got a little secret in there. AMI, Amy Insurance Company, commercial going to 25 million people. Getting back to the answer, which was practice early, timing, and I did trampoline school for 10 years. And maybe you have to watch the ball and the ground, the guys back at the same time.
Yeah.
And make sure your mullet's looking good, make sure your makeup's done, and your shorts are tight. You got a big banana, which I have, number one record, and really enjoy yourself when you kick 100. And when you mark it, you take about 3 minutes to get maximum air time. That's why I did 65,000 commercials in 25 years. And you've got to just practice and just have sticky fingers.
So, I mean, there you go.
Sticky fingers.
So,
okay.
yeah, I mean, you should out of luck if you don't have a big banana on the day, I suppose. But everything else, I mean,
you can always put a couple of socks down there.
That's it. Yeah,
I
why not?
used to wear my son's size 3 shorts. And it worked out. I did have quite a large penis. I was on Big Brother. They said, Warwick, how big's your penis? I said, 3 inches from the ground. They said, you are a porn star and a 100-goal full forward legend. Get to diary. You've been sacked. I picked up 45 grand appearance for only 2 nights. Had a 10-day contract. I apologise, but we actually did something great though. We raised 65 million for the kids with cancer from Ronald McDonald House. My big brother. How good was that in 2003?
Wow.
Oh,
so
great effort, eh?
Yeah.
You've bloody done it all. Raising money, big hog, mark of the century.
Porno.
Oh, yeah. Had my own car yard.
You got a car yard.
There you
right.
go.
I won 44 Commodores, the ship box, so I sold the whole 44 and bought a Lamborghini.
Yeah.
You still
What are we
got it?
talking? A Gallardo?
Then went straight to Brisbane at a clothes shop. You beauty.
Well, look, Cap, mate, you probably don't need the money, but if you want to come down and have a crack at taking the biggest mark in history, the $10,000 mark, feel free to come down to Punt Road Oval.
I've got 6 shows to do this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
So make sure everyone comes to see me at Shepparton. You know Shepparton and Bendigo? It's not the arsehole in the world, but you can see it there. But it's fantastic. I am DJ for 1.5 hours before I have a heart attack, and then I'm hosting the footy show live game.
Really?
Wow.
And I'm so nice. I gave my Hall of Fame grand final tickets away to a couple.
Oh,
wow.
What a ledge.
Oh,
Because I do like the country of folk, and that was the same track that Kappa 39 made me $25,000  2 months ago. Kappa 39, you beauty.
So thank you so much. Thank you for your time.
We love Nova.
Yes,
Fox
we
FM, who? Who are Fox FM? I love Nova.
See you, Kappa.
You're the best.
Let's do some Kappas and make sure when you sit on heads, yell out Kappa.
We will.
Well, there he is, Warwick Capper. I feel like we almost need someone who speaks Warwick Capper as an interpreter to put subtitles on the bottom of that for the podcast and
I
the video.
almost reckon we could go to a song, come back, and then play you the deciphered version.
Does anyone speak Capper? Call up 13 24 10.
What did he say? How does $10,000 sound? Well, you can win it if you come down to Punt Road Oval on Friday morning. We're doing the show live from the Oval. All thanks to Suzuki. If you play Melbourne's biggest game of Jack in the Pack, if you mark the ball, you score $10,000. Now, because we're doing that this week, we're getting advice from hanger experts. And for the very first time on our show, we were joined by Warwick the Wiz Capper.
Yeah.
It was a crazy chat.
There was a lot going on, and we've had a few minutes to unpack it. I've just got some stats before we bust out the translator.
Yeah, what I will say is if you want to hear the full 5-minute chat, it's going to be in the Ben, Liam and Bell podcast.
So we got a total of 8 name checks.
Kappa 39, Kappa 39, Kappa.
So
I take it he was number 39.
Yeah, just in case you forgot who we were talking to. Normally we have to do that in the middle of an interview. So it actually made it a breeze. He mentioned his penis 3 times. We also got 5 you beauties.
Beauty. You beauty. You beauty.
You beauty.
You
Wow.
He's also texted us 3 you beauties since then. We got 4 F-bombs. Also, doing the math from the chat, if we look at the numbers, Wiz has earned exactly $6,570,000 in recent times that he disclosed. With the help of the 2003 Big Brother cast, he supposedly raised $65 million for kids with cancer. And also owns 1 Lamborghini.
$25,000, $6.5 million in memorabilia sales. Picked up $45,000 appearance money. $65 million for the kids with cancer from Ramadan House. Bought a Lamborghini.
And the crazy thing was, they were the bits of the chat that we could understand what he was saying.
Yeah.
And was it 40 Commodores as well?
Yeah, 40 Commodores, which he sold.
Yep.
So, look, there's some points that you're right. Like, there's a few excerpts. I'm like, I don't even know what he's saying here.
I learned the Kappas with the trademark that made beans out of Nando's. Everyone uses the Kappa name, and the commercial is coming out on grand final day with Warwick.
Can we
Wow.
So yeah, that was a lot. Can we put through just on Google Translate? There's so you got like French, Dutch, and if you scroll down, I think there's like Kappa. Is it down the bottom there?
Yeah,
Kappa.
yeah.
Got Kappa.
Yep.
Translate that for us.
Okay.
I learned that Kappers were the trademark that made me the man. Everyone loves shouting the Kapper name. Because of this, I will be featuring in a television commercial. This commercial will be out on grand final day. It will also star AFL coach Damien Hardwick.
Okay. I thought I heard Hardwick in there. Okay. So watch out for that ad this weekend. There was another bit here.
The ball went up early. There was 94,000 people there. It went to Williams, Healy. Williams over to Healy, Ironmonger. Hit down to
There was, did you say Mungo in the middle there?
Let's find out what he actually said.
The ball went up early. There was 85,000 people there. It went to Greg, Williams, Gerard Healy, Williams over to Healy, John Ironmonger, head down yep, Capper you beauty.
There you go. So it makes a lot more sense now. No, I get it. It's sort of the play of the game. The ball was bouncing around. Yes. He talks very fast. It's hard to understand. If you've got a honeymoon coming up, perhaps, there is a dream location that's been revealed online. A brand new Airbnb. It's in Scotland. You can stay in Shrek's Swamp.
I'm in love. I'm a believer. I couldn't leave her.
It's awesome. It's like the full swamp. Like it's like movie quality swamp house.
It looks incredible.
Yeah, so, because, it's an animated film, and I looked it up, and they've built the tree stump.
It's awesome.
It's like a cottage in a tree stump.
And it has the Beware Ogre sign and everything.
How romantic it would be if you knew your partner was like really into Shrek, and then you're just having a nice dinner and you're sitting there, and then you just go into your ear and just go and pull out a big stick of wax and then light a candle like they do in the film.
Or if you're having a bath, like a romantic bath.
Yeah.
You do the bubble gag. You go,
Yeah.
it's from the movie.
Remember me farts? It kills the frog. Hilarious.
Well, yeah, over in Scotland if you want to book that. Huge news yesterday. Premier Daniel Andrews has resigned effective today. But everyone's speculating about the real reason why he has stepped down so quickly. Right after this, we have the reason why.
Normally I do the hook spell.
Yeah, I know. Well, you weren't talking, so I thought I'd do it.
Whoa. You're stepping on some
Yeah.
serious toes
Yeah,
this
big
morning,
dodgy.
Jackson.
Normally I do that.
Okay,
Well, I mean,
off you go.
you
No,
may as
do
well
it.
press
Do
the
it.
buttons
No,
now if
do
you're
it.
going to do
I've
all
already
his, all his
done it.
jobs.
No,
You
do
may
it.
as well
Go ahead.
father his son.
Ben,
You know?
Come over and press the
I
button.
don't want to press the button.
Press the
I
button.
just did the hook. You press the button.
Press the button. I'm not going to press it.
Oh, do I have
I'm not
to?
pressing it. It's
I'm
not
not pressing
It's
it.
not my role.
And you know that I won't
know-
press it until you
Mel,
press it.
it's
So
not, it's not
there'll be
my
silence
thing.
on the station unless you press the button. You don't even know what button to press.
Melbourne's Ben, Liam and Bell. Turn it up on Nova.
Yesterday, Victorian Premier Dan Andrews resigned.
9 years ago, I visited Government House to be sworn in as the 48th Premier of Victoria. Today, I will again visit Government House and resign as Premier and member for Mulgrave, effective 5 p.m. tomorrow.
I know they always have to be like a member for something, but doesn't it seem weird when it's like, obviously your main job is like Premier of Victoria. Like, what are you doing for Mulgrave? Like, what are you, well, surely it's pretty quiet. Being
all
the
about
member
the
for Mulgrave, like
portfolios
you've got
and-
to. I know it's the whole system, but it seems like just give them one job.
Yes.
It was definitely one of those stories yesterday where when it broke, everyone stopped their conversations because their phones were pinging off. And
Yeah.
They were
Yeah.
getting the news article.
And it was the, have you seen,
notifications.
have you
Yeah.
seen,
You want to
have you
break
seen?
it. You want to
Yes.
get the reaction of, oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So as we heard just before there, so 5 p.m. today is when he'll be popping the champers. It's 9 years in the role, and obviously he's taken Victoria through everything the last 9 years has thrown at us. He's one of the longest serving premiers, and as we know, and as we just said, he's stepping back completely. He's just
And it's
he's
very like
I'm not even just taking a cut. I'm not even just stepping down and going right now. I'll just hang with Mulgrave. He's out. He is done.
And it's like, why, right? Like, it's like, why what's going on? Like, what's happening behind the scenes? I
Yeah.
think everyone wants to know.
That's it. You always do feel like there's an undisclosed reason you're stepping down
Especially
and you're just not saying.
when you can't trust someone with two first names.
Yep.
You know.
Okay.
Like, everyone already doesn't trust that. It's
Yeah,
surprising
that's
you
why.
can get voted in as a double first namer.
So there's a lot of conspiracies being thrown around. Is it the darts? Is it his work? Is there something that they're not telling us? I have a hot theory.
What's your theory, Bill?
Okay.
He has had his girl boss era. He has had his time at the top. He's had his time running around. He's entering his snail girl era. Now, snail girl era,
I've not heard that before, by the way.
it's a new one. Snail girl era is taking a step back.
Yep.
You're just chilling. You're just going, you know what? I've gone hard for too long. I'm done. I want to just take some time for me. I want to just chill for a bit.
I'm going to live a
Do
little
me.
slower.
Yes, and,
Yeah.
and put yourself first for a bit. Snail girl era.
I'm going to wake up and smoke a pack of cigarettes instead
Okay,
of going
no,
to work. You
no,
know what I
yeah,
mean?
no.
Like, I want to do what I want to do for once, you know?
No, that's self-destruction era. No. Snail girl
Emphysema era.
I'm going to wake up and I'm going to read a book for a bit.
Okay,
I'm going to go
yeah.
for a walk. I'm going to do me for a bit.
It's like
and
you're
then just
putting
chill.
you're putting your self care ahead of your career.
Just be a snail girl for a bit. Just be a
Correct.
slimy little snail girl.
Slime it up, girl.
Why not?
13, 24, 10. I mean, I don't want to lump you in with Dan Andrews, but are you in your snail girl era, or are you thinking about entering it?
Yeah.
Are you going to take a step back for a bit? Now,
Could you
annoyingly,
imagine-
I'm in the opposite boat at the moment. I'm in my
You're in
girl
your boss girl.
slash.
Okay, yeah.
I don't know, whatever the opposite of snail girl, cheetah girl is, just going hard. Obviously, had the promotion with this job, so I'm about to, I'm trying to give it everything, and I'm going to keep going hard. But I'm looking forward to my snail girl era. Maybe in a few years.
listening to the radio, Belle's telling you about this, and you're realizing, oh my god, I'm in my snail girl era.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going through right now.
You just, like, maybe don't want to work anymore. Imagine explaining to your boss, you're like, yeah, I just don't want to do it anymore. I'm just entering my snail girl era.
Well, yeah, in these tough times, it's annoying because it's not easy to enter your snail girl era. But 13, 24, 10, if you are, or if you have realised maybe you need to do the same, give us a buzz. And you know what? To make your Snail Girl era even more enjoyable, we'll give you 6 bottles of wine from Zonzo Estate
All
to
right.
share with the girlies.
All right. 13 24 10 is our number. If you want those 6 bottles of wine, give us a buzz and tell us about your Snail Girl era.
Could you imagine Dan just doing his press conference being like, girl boss era, it's been taxing over the last 9 years. I'm looking forward to a few short months in my Snail Girl era before coming into a hot girl summer.
To be honest, it may have made people like him.
Maybe you're hearing that term for the very first time. Well, Kate in Thornbury joins us. You're in your Snail Girl era, is that right?
Hi guys, yeah, kind of, in a sense. I had kids sort of a bit later in life, so yeah, I'm just doing, I'm a lawyer, but I've pulled back to 3 days a week, and just doing the mum life thing, enjoying my kids, lots of parking.
It sounds like quite busy being a lawyer 3 days a week, and then also like a mum. But like I'm hearing in your voice, there's snail energy. You just there's a calmness there. You've obviously come to grips with just taking it a little bit easier.
Kate, are you absolutely loving in the morning being at home and having the sun starting to come through and just being there to enjoy it?
Yeah, oh God, as you're talking, I'm thinking this is a lie. It's really actually quite busy, but no, I probably sound relaxed now because I've just dropped my kids at daycare and I'm about to go do a workout and then work from home for the day today. So,
yeah, okay.
But yeah, otherwise I'd be going hard at my career, but I think, the kids are only young once, so I'm just going to enjoy it, do the 3 days a week thing and yeah.
Yeah, you get it, Kate.
It's different for everyone. Someone who was way more busy before is just stepping back. They're taking it slow. That might be busy for someone else. Jacqueline in Greensborough, good morning. Are you in your Snail Girl era?
Morning all. Yes, I definitely am. In the middle of the year, I called it quits. Well, didn't call it quits, but I decided to wrap up on being the managing director of a company that I'd been in that position for 6 years.
Whoa.
And was with them all during COVID and was like, no, I think I'm done with this now. So now I'm a substitute teacher.
Love that.
Why not? Yeah, just Snail Girl.
And how are you finding the transition? Are you enjoying more time on your hands?
It was amazing. I mean, the normal existential crisis that happens, but I'm loving it. It's so lovely to have something that is a bit more fun and a bit more self-led. And then I babysit my nephew 1 day a week.
Yeah.
And it's lovely.
Are this is quite a personal question, Jackie, but did you have savings that you saved up that you're cutting into? Are you finding it okay financially? Is that side of it stressing you out?
It was a little bit at the start, but luckily substitute teachers actually get paid really well.
Cool.
But I was lucky to have a little bit of a nest egg. So definitely not a decision that everybody can do. But I think for me it was a big question of I don't know how much longer I can keep kind of running myself into the ground. And it was a bit like some things are a bit more important than money. So I think for anybody that's feeling like maybe it's time to be a bit of a snail, highly recommend.
Quick side question with sub-teachers. Do you have to go through the same training as a teacher or is it easier to become a sub-teacher?
No, so you've got to be able to have all the same training. So I did my training a zillion years ago.
Yeah.
So I'm a fully qualified secondary school teacher. So now I try and live out that fun sub-teacher leave, bright lipstick, fun
wheeling the
earrings.
TV.
If you have a flustered sub, that's not a great lesson for you. But if you get a Snail Girl teacher, like rolling in the TV, you're like, sick, we love Miss Jacqueline.
It's Snail Sub.
It's Miss Snail. Oh, yeah, we got Snail Sub after lunch.
Oh, we got Girl Boss Sub, damn it.
Carrie at Oakley, you're in your Snail Girl era?
I'm not actually, but I've had a Snail Girl era, if that makes sense.
Yeah, okay.
So back in the regular zone now, but had an amazing experience for a couple of years as an expat trailing spouse. So was working as a lawyer, moved overseas with my husband's role, and just spent a couple of years playing mahjong and drinking cocktails and going to high tea.
Oh, proper Snail Girl energy.
Escargot snail. Oh.
Yeah.
I have a son, if you don't know. He is 7.5 weeks old. Fred is his name.
If you didn't know, he's my godson. If you're listening, Liam speaking. Yes, Freddie is my godson.
I feel like everyone knows that because
A lot of people don't. It's always good to bring it up, just if people don't know.
At the end of the year, my wife Sam and I are going away overseas. It'll be fun, little trip overseas. But that means that we have to get our newborn a passport. So there's a lot of forms involved in getting a passport. And the main form, you have to get his little photo, which is quite funny in itself. We got a photo of him when we were giving him a bath, and he was kind of in like a good mood. And we got a photo, and then there's an app you can put it into, and then it photoshops out the background, and it's just his face. So that's how we got the photo.
And it's
hang on.
passport worthy.
Yeah,
Wow.
I thought you had to like just hold him out of the frame
That-
at the post office. Yeah.
That is another way you can do it.
Oh, you can do that?
Yeah, but we thought, he's just going to cry
Yeah,
and be
that's tough.
upset.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
that's
yeah.
why we opted for the way we did it. So we've got the photo.
I wish I could take my passport photos at home. You know what I mean? Like
In the bath.
we're taking a bomber. Yeah. You're all relaxed in the bath, taking a bomber ass
I could use
selfie.
a few of mine.
So we've got the photos, but when you fill out the forms, you have to have a guarantor. So that's someone who you trust. It's someone who has known the baby the longest.
The whole life.
Because they have to sign the back of the passport photo to say this is a true photo of Freddie Harvey.
Yeah.
And so I need someone who is in Freddie's life, someone who's responsible.
It's really cool.
Someone that's known him the longest.
Incredible.
And that's why I was wondering.
Yeah.
Can you sign the photo, Belle?
Ben, I would be
I
delighted
don't
to.
have a lot of time anyway to be mucking around with legal forms. I'm sort of busy. Freddie needs a lot of attention, and when I'm with him with tummy time, that sort of stuff, I don't want to be like you. So I don't want to be boring forms. And
Ben, hand him over, Ben.
Because the thing is,
over. I'll
Belle, if
sign
you
him.
remember correctly, Belle actually has known Freddie longer. She met him
whatever.
first.
She rocked up a little bit earlier than whatever.
I did arrive a lot
cool.
longer before
What are you going to say? Like, in 4 years when we go to parties and stuff, hi, I'm actually Freddie's godfather. What are you going to say? I'm his guarantor for his passport. Who cares?
Hang on, what parties are you going to?
I don't know, like his 4th birthday party or something. I don't know. Do you know what I mean? All I'm saying is,
Sounds like-
it would have been nice to be given the responsibility. But Belle, I don't really think it's actually a cool title. So whatever. Like you can, I don't
This
mind.
comes
You don't
down-
remember. I don't remember who my guarantor was for my passport because it's irrelevant. It doesn't matter.
Liam, do you want to be the guarantor?
Yes,
you can be the
thank
guarantor.
you. I would like that to be
Hey,
nice.
hang on.
I'm kidding, Belle. You get to do it.
Okay, now
Well,
I'm
now
confused.
this is just rude. Hang on.
I'm actually,
Like, pit us
I'm a
against
justice
each
of the
other.
peace. So if anything, it's,
You are a justice of the
I
peace.
literally, I did the course.
have
so.
had more time to facially recognise his cute little tiny face.
Yes, no, Belle,
and I
you
would
are-
like
Belle,
to.
you are doing it.
You can trust me, Ben, to
Yes.
guarantee that is Freddie.
Very good.
Yes.
We love this new segment that we've thought of. It's World's Best. So, Liam, you paint it really well.
Yeah, I mean the world's best basketballer. That's LeBron James.
Yep.
You guys would probably tune out if we had LeBron James on right now because you know what I mean. That's
Interviews a dime a dozen. You can YouTube LeBron James interview.
Blah blah blah. I'm good at basketball. We've heard it.
Yeah.
We've heard it before.
Yep.
But what about the world's best cobbler?
Yep.
Someone who's really good at making shoes. They've been to the cobbler championships and
Cobbler Championship.
I don't know. There could be. Normally there is for weird
Yeah.
things. There is like a world champs.
What about world's best carpenter, world's
Yeah.
best nurse? These things that people are doing every day. There is
Yeah.
someone who is the best in their field, but nobody's interviewing them.
But every week on Nova 100, we are going to speak to one of these legends. Let's meet this morning's world's best.
World's best. They're the best in the world.
I'm Johnny DiFrancesco, and I'm the world's best pizza chef.
World's best.
First of all, Johnny, I mean, you must be incredibly good at making pizza, but how do you know this? Is there like awards you go to? How do they vote on it?
Yeah, there's an award that they run once a year in Italy. There's a lot of judges involved and a lot of rules behind it. So yeah, it's quite an extensive competition.
I mean, obviously, it seems like you have Italian heritage with your last name, but it must be a little bit of a slap in the face for the Italians, for an Australian to be walking in there and making the best pizza in the entire world.
Yeah, I think it was a little bit, but you know what? Because I have Italian heritage, they always try and claim it anyway. But I kept saying I'm Aussie, so I do have Italian heritage, and I still embrace that side of it as well.
Now, Johnny, I'm assuming in the world of pizza, there's a lot of toppings that, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm assuming would be taboo, like a barbecue chicken, probably isn't like a traditional style pizza. What would be your favourite topping on a pizza?
Look, I'm very traditional, so I love margarita pizza.
Yeah.
Because it's I tell people that it seems like it's a simple pizza, but it's actually the hardest pizza in the world to execute because of the little ingredients that it has.
Do you have a book that you wrote called World's Best Pizza?
That's the one, yep.
I've got it. Yeah, I've got it. I was just like, I was looking at your name and I'm like, hang on, I reckon I got this guy's book.
Really? Have you cooked anything
mate,
from it?
you haven't got a pizza oven at home.
Yeah, I know. I mean, it's one thing to read a book and it's another thing to be like the world's best at making a pizza. But I was like, oh my God, yeah, no, you're the guy. You're the pizza guy.
Hopefully you got a signed one.
I don't. A great opportunity. I could maybe send it to you, get it signed. Might be worth a bit more.
I'm in Dallas at the moment in Texas, so when I get back, definitely.
For a pizza making competition?
No, we're actually opening another restaurant here. So we're opening our second 400 gradi restaurant in McKinney in Texas. We've got already one. We've had one here for about 4 years in Dallas, Texas. So, this is our second one.
Johnny, how do the Americans take to pizza?
Oh, they love our pizza.
Really?
Because that's the thing. I don't think, I don't know, maybe that's, if anything, racist of me, but I think of an American like having a big New York style, the pepperoni and the stuffed crust.
Yeah.
I can't imagine them like enjoying
appreciating
a margarita,
a 48-hour fermented dough.
Yeah.
No, it's actually come a long way. I mean, Neapolitan pizza has grown across the globe. So even all the people here in Texas, the people that come to our restaurants, they absolutely love it, and they walk away a little bit confused as to how we're making such a high quality product in the States. Something that originated in Naples. So. Yeah, no, it's been a great journey and well received.
Is there like an Ivan Drago out there trying to take your title? Someone maybe in a warehouse in Russia, making some really good pizza out there and it's defying all the laws of pizza. Like who's nipping at your heels to make the next world's best pizza?
Oh, look, there's so many amazing pizza chefs across the world. I always tell people, I might have won the award for it, but you won it because you were the best on the day. I think your best pizza is the last one that you serve to people. And if it's a pizza that people don't enjoy, well, then that's what happens.
Hey, Johnny, is this a thing? I reckon I might have seen it on TikTok, but it was someone making a pizza dough, right? And it looked like a legit one. Like, it looked like a good dough. But in the crust, they were putting ice cubes. Is that a thing?
What?
Are you sure you weren't watching one of my TikTok videos?
Maybe I was watching one of your TikTok videos, Johnny. Yeah. Maybe I got to get myself a signed book.
We're talking to you and then realising Ben's a huge fan on TikTok. I've got your books. We're like, oh my God, I love this guy. And also, 400 Gradi is your restaurant chain. So people can go and have the world's best pizza right here in Melbourne.
So what's up with the ice cube then?
Yes, I make a cacio e pepe pizza. We put ice cubes on top of the pizza dough, so gives it a little bit of that moisture.
Mm-hmm.
If you love cacio e pepe, you will absolutely go wild for this pizza.
Wow.
Well, there you go.
A master at his trade. You could say the world's best.
Yes. I mean, some people argue with pineapple on pizza. I mean, we're at a level where we put ice on pizza because that's how fancy it's getting here.
Well, Johnny, you are the head chef at 400 Gradi. As we said, you can get down and you can just try it whenever. You have 6 stores and overseas, of course, as well. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, guys. I really appreciate it.
World's best. They're the best in the world.
Ben and Bell, I was caught sleepwalking last night. Never been a sleepwalker.
Wow.
Well, that you know of.
Well, yeah.
Maybe first time you've been caught. Maybe you've been doing it your whole life.
Yeah, but I've always lived with other people. I never lived by myself, so I'd assume someone would hear me if I was been sleepwalking this whole time.
Yeah. My sister wasn't a known sleepwalker, but one time she got out of bed. Mum and Dad were in the lounge room. This was at night time, and they had it was when stereos were a thing, and they had a stereo. And she came out, and she took the volume and the tuner knob off the stereo, and then went back to bed.
Yeah, right. Just must have been dreaming about tuna knobs.
So you sleptwalked?
I sleptwalked. Yeah, no, it was wild. So I didn't go very far. But so where I'm sort of on the left side of the bed in our bedroom, and to the very left of me there's a sliding door and there's an ensuite bathroom. And then
Nice.
Yeah.
and then just a couple meters in front of that, there is another sliding door, same sliding door for wardrobe.
Walk-in or built-in?
It's walk-in.
Whoa.
But last night, I was fully 100% asleep, And I woke up to my fiance being like, Liam, why are you in the wardrobe?
That's so weird.
Yeah. And I was like, and
That's
I
so
woke up
weird.
standing up in the wardrobe.
Because you seem possessed.
I think I was going to probably wee on her shoes. I needed to
Hang
go to
on,
the toilet.
what?
Like, I needed to go to the toilet, but I was obviously just got up and I was like fully
No
asleep. And I
way.
just sort of was feeling for the sliding door. I just remember waking up and being so confused. I'm like, how did I get here?
Because I always heard you aren't supposed to wake up a sleepwalker.
It's like
Well,
the
that's,
Step
I
Brothers
think we just
thing.
get that from Step Brothers.
No,
I
that was the
think you
thing
just-
before. Obviously, Step Brothers has based that off of the saying, but I've heard you're not supposed to wake up a sleepwalker.
Well, yeah. I think in Step Brothers, when they wake them up in the kitchen, they start like freaking out. Yeah.
They're sleepwalking.
Not.
I want to
wake them up.
No, never, ever wake up a sleepwalker.
And then doesn't he wake them up and they go, they go crazy.
Yeah. Well, I didn't do that. But I'm like,
Why do you think? Hang on, so because you needed.
well,
you
I
woke up and
needed
you
to
needed
go to the toilet. And
Right.
when I woke up, I was confused as to why I was there, but I also thought I was in the
So
toilet.
you think you mucked up the
I
sliding
was
doors?
maybe merely seconds away from weeing in
That's
the wardrobe.
gross.
I remember growing up staying at Matt Sincock's house, and he woke up to his mum screaming at him because he was sleepwalking. He woke up, went to the kitchen and weed in the bin.
I mean,
That's a good place to do it. You know, it's not like it's in mum's mouth or anything like that.
I
you
would
know?
love to do 13, 24, 10. Did you get caught sleepwalking?
Yeah, sleepwalking. 13, 24, 10. What'd you get up to? Did you? I think if you see, mine's pretty tame. Like I walked into the wardrobe, big deal. I was still in my bedroom, but like some people will like leave the house, right?
Oh,
Like, some
yeah.
people like actually go outside.
Yeah, I just remembered I sleptwalked once when I was a kid, and we had bunk beds, and I slept on the top bunk bed, and I stood up in my sleep and just stepped off the side. Yeah, and then Mum came running up because she had this huge thud, and I just stepped off the side. Why not?
Scary. All right, 13, 24, 10. Did you get caught sleepwalking? Ash in the newsroom, you're a sleepwalker.
I am. I've been a sleepwalker my whole life. Like I was locking myself in cupboards as a little girl. But then as an adult, when I was living in Shepparton, I actually moved my car during the night.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, so I had a spot in my apartment complex where I'd park my car. That was my designated spot.
Yeah.
I was living alone, and when I got up the next day to head to work, my car was gone and it had been driven down the road.
I mean, we don't know it was you.
How do you
Ash.
know that it was you and someone didn't steal
Have
your
you got
car?
footage?
Go for a joyride and then bring it back.
The keys were still in my apartment. So
Okay.
This is like one of those movies where the penny drops and you find out someone's been locking you in a cupboard and stealing your car and that sort of stuff. And you're like, I just made up I was sleepwalking because it was less painful.
I'm a little bit worried someone might have done a soup kitchen in your car, Ash. Cara in Warrandyte, good morning. You're a sleepwalker.
I sure am.
What did you get caught doing?
When I was about 12 years old, sleeping on the top bunk, climb down the bunk beds and go and grab the keys out of the key bowl. Put the key in the deadlock, and at which point my dad wakes up with a baseball bat thinking someone's breaking into the house.
Yeah.
They know well enough not to wake me up, and they follow me out onto Ferntree Gully Road,
Whoa.
where I squat and do what I need to do. Come back inside, lock the door, take the keys out of the deadbolt, put them back in the key bowl, and climb up back into my bunk bed, snugly into bed.
That's
And
crazy.
your dad just like ghosted behind you the whole time.
So that's the thing, though. That's the thing where you're not supposed to wake up a sleepwalker, Cara.
Absolutely.
Otherwise, you just like, as a sleepwalker, you just freak out because
It's
you won't
just
know where
a
you
cycle
are.
of sleep that's very deep, or yeah.
I have absolutely no recollection, but they love to bring up this story all the time.
And do you, as an adult now, not do it, or?
Not as an adult, my kids do, but when I was in university, one of my roommates woke me up in her walk-in cupboard doing a similar thing.
What is it when the toilet stops?
Yeah, it's sort of like, it'd be embarrassing at sleepovers, like around the age of 12. And they're like, oh, look at her, she's like walking around.
University's pretty
She's
embarrassing.
weeing on the lawn. Yeah, well, that's true.
Brody in Frankston, good morning. You're a sleepwalker?
No, I'm not. But I had a family friend when we were younger, and I remember listening to her stories, and they actually ended up moving house because it became that bad that she would walk down her stairs and they would never know how she got down there. And then she would get in her car and drive to the 24-hour Kmart.
Sleepwalking, eh? Yeah. No, keep going. Sorry, Brody.
Buy a heap of like really juvenile stuff. Like she was in her 60s,
Yeah.
and she'd buy like pink, really like hot pink things and weird stuff. And she'd have the receipts, but Yeah, they ended up having to move house because it became an issue because of the two stories.
Because she was
No,
too close
Brody.
to the Kmart.
Brody, you can't go in.
too.
You can't park your car and then go into a Kmart and like check out
Maybe
and pay
in your
for it.
subconscious
You can't
mind, you
do that
can.
asleep. I'm sorry. I can't.
I
nah.
find it funny the thought of the Kmart employees serving her and going, "Yep, no, your eyes are closed." But
Then again, I reckon if you
that's
worked
like
in
a
some areas, if
zombie.
you worked at Kmart, you'd have some brain dead people like, "Oh, I'll just have the hot pants, please," and you know what I mean. You're like, oh,
At
is
2
this,
a.m.,
is this
yeah.
person's eyes even open when they're talking to me?
Brody, thank you very much for sharing. Sue in Skye, are you a sleepwalker?
Well, I'm not 100% sure if I still am, but I ended up waking myself up, falling over the push bike. I obviously sleepwalking and about to walk outside naked.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
bit of a treat for the neighbours.
Yeah.
So the bike woke you up, and you know they say you're not supposed to wake up a sleepwalker. So what happened then? I mean, you're naked, you're afraid, you're going crazy. What are you doing?
I'm just obviously about to walk out of the house and go for a wander in naked.
Yeah.
Is there a part of it, like, I know you're not a psychologist, Sue, but I wonder if there's a part of the mind where it's like your true self is, Sue, you want to run around naked, and that other caller just wants to shop at Kmart. You know, I imagine if I was sleepwalking all the time, I'd be eating a lot of sausages.
Well,
something
no,
like
you
that.
just want to wee in the wardrobe for some reason.
Well, yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
that's you.
Very exciting. Taylor Swift, she's coming to town.
It's me. Hi, I'm the problem. It's me.
The Eras tour, I mean, wow. It looks incredible. She's doing all the albums. She did that big gig at SoFi Stadium over in the States, and they recorded that, and they're releasing it in the cinemas. Now, we've been a bit facetious. This morning we said we had Taylor Swift tickets to give away.
Well, we do.
Well,
yeah,
we do. But like, what we've got tickets to the movie screening of Taylor Swift. Like, do you know what I mean? Like Taylor
Of
Swift.
the
Yeah,
tour.
it's coming to Melbourne.
Yep.
Of the
can
tour.
watch
So you
the
will be
tour.
seeing the Eras tour, Taylor Swift, but you'll be at like Hoyts.
Yep.
But that'll still be hard the first few days, I reckon, to get tickets because everyone's going to want to go.
And specifically, the Hoyt's in Melbourne Central.
Yep.
Oh, yes,
so,
of course.
you know, you can get some grilled and then you can go see Taylor if
we
you want.
thought, though, this morning we wanted to have a bit of fun, and we thought that we would. You listening to the radio right now, we thought we'd bring you in on the fun.
Yeah. Ash joins us in Strathmore. Hey, how you doing, Ash?
I'm not too bad. How are you guys?
Good. Did you feel like you had the wool pulled over your eyes a little bit there?
A little bit,
Yeah,
but you know
yeah.
what? This is I missed out on tickets, so this is the closest I'm going to get to it.
This is good. So
Good attitude to have.
that's a
Ash.
great
Yeah.
attitude. So what?
Yeah.
Because like, you know, technically we're giving away tickets for you to see the Taylor Swift Eras tour.
Yep.
On the big screen.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you call if you hold there, and people could call up if they want to go to the movies, all the Swifties.
Mm-hmm.
But if we play a song, what we'll do is when we come back, we'll leave the bit out where we say it's the movies. So we'll be like, you gotta see Taylor Swift,
So
and
then-
you go like, and then everyone who's just tuned in or flicking over will think that Ben, myself, and Belle and Nova 100 just have so many Taylor Swift tickets, and we will look good.
We will sound very cool.
Yep.
We will get a lot of listeners. We will look awesome.
So-
and Ash, you will be thrilled.
Ash, can you do your bit? If we play a song when we come back and we say you've got tickets to go see Taylor Swift, you can lose your mind, yeah?
Yeah, I can do that.
All right, love that.
Good on you.
Okay.
Yeah, and still, as I said, by all means, call. It is the Taylor Swift Eras tour on the big screen, but we're just not going to mention the movie bit next.
Yep. And when we play Taylor Swift right now, Carding, when we come back and you're listening to the radio, you're going to know what's going on. But all the new people
All
who have
those,
just tuned
all those
in,
new idiots won't have
No,
any clue.
well, yes, but they'll think we're very cool.
I think we're cool, and they'll be fools. Oh my God, I've
Yeah.
never seen so much activity on the phone lines.
Phone lines are blowing up. That's right. Nova 100, the home of Taylor Swift Eras tour tickets. Yes, you are here with Ben, Liam, and Bell. All the other radio stations stink. They don't have any tickets to give away. We got tons.
Dare we say exclusive?
Yep. Ash in Strathmore, you're going to Taylor Swift! Yes, girl!
Get it, girl!
Enjoy! It's a double pass!
You're so lucky!
This is incredible! Veronica in Mornington Peninsula. Good morning. Would you like to go to Taylor Swift?
Yes.
Well, you
You are so lucky, Veronica, to get through.
I can't believe you
Oh
got
my
through the
God.
phone lines. Wow, Jess in Langwarren, would you like to go to Taylor Swift?
Yes, please.
Caroline in Richmond, I don't know, we've got tons more tickets to give away, so you have as many as you want. Would you like to go?
So many tickets. People saying they're hard
we
to
could
get
go.
there.
We could go all day. Jade from Altona North. How many people would you like to take along to the Taylor Swift Eras tour?
10, please.
10.
All yours, baby. It's a love story between you and Nova 100, the home of Taylor Swift Eras tour tickets. That's right. Tell your friends. You're going to be listening every morning, 6 to 9, to our breakfast program. If you would like to win.
Jade, can you just do us a favour? Can you just say, thank you so much, Nova. You're the home of Taylor Swift tickets.
Thank you so much, Nova. You're the home of Taylor Swift tickets.
Someday I'll be living in a big old city, and all you're ever gonna be is
Nice.
For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au.